Hi everybody, how you doing? And welcome back to another vlog from Costa Rica. Raining again. It's been a long day. I'm heading to San Jose, which is the capital of Costa Rica. It's about 5 to 6 hours straight drive from Pavones. It's not going to be so easy because I had to go to the border in Paso Canoas and do some chores, and then from there I have a stop in what's it called, the whale place, UVITA. UVITA is a special place. There is an island that looks like a whale tail, and there's a lot of whale watching there, so a lot of tourists come there to watch the whales, and of course they have some waves as well. I'm supposed to go there and meet somebody and see some used boards for the new surf camp that I'm opening. And yeah, it's been a rough time. Some people threaten my life because they don't like me to open a surf camp or a surf school in Pavones. Don't really understand it. I'm just trying to promote surfing for the locals and give the locals opportunity to surf in a very low cost. There's not even a profit in it. We're doing a surf camp for the local kids, so kids who doesn't have money and their family cannot afford $50 an hour, which is the price for tourists or for any surf lessons in the town for an hour. They can come for a whole week for 4 hours every day for 20 hours a week and pay $225. Includes surfboards, lycra, the rush guards, the surfing t-shirt with UV protection, food, nice camp, with shade and everything, and instructors. And all the instructors actually, most of the instructors going to be locals instructors, so it's also support the community. And everything is legal, and we open a company and everything, and the whole idea is just to support and to give opportunity for kids to surf. And as Pavones is one of the best places in the world, and they already had two guys from there, one girl and one guy, who become Olympians. They participated in Tokyo Olympic. Leon Glaser, who represented Germany, is half Costa Rican, half Germanian. And Leilani Mar McGonigal, she's a local Costa Rican, but her father, I think he's British, and the mother is from California, and they also live, so they're like half American, half Costa Rican, but those people, they have some support from the family, and it's a surfing family. So some kids, they don't have father or mother who surfs, and they don't have the financial ability, but they might be very talented, and they might want to learn how to surf, and they can't afford it. So this project, is to help the community and give opportunity to kids, youngsters, teenagers, whoever wants to learn surfing. And surfing is great. Some kids might be overweight, lack of self-confidence. Surfing is a very challenging sport, works on many aspects of the body and the mind, and can help a lot of people get into something great. And especially, it's also social. It's beautiful, it's healthy, it's fun. Why not? And I got a lot of bad responses from people who trying to inquiry about the business. Are you legal? Are you doing, all kind of stuff like that? And I don't really understand that. Guys, we are here to do good. I have a local partner, and we just want to do good for the kids. There's no business here, actually. It's all about contribution for the community. And as I'm going to be a local in Pavones, because I have a land that I bought 8 years ago, and in very short time, I'm starting to build my project here, a tourism small resort that's gonna help getting more tourists in this town, and also a martial arts school that will bring some other type of people here in the future. And every person who comes to the town contribute to the whole community, because he needs to go to the beach. You might need some surf equipment. He needs to eat. He cannot eat at the same place all the time. He might go to different restaurants. He will go to the supermarket. He might need something for medical, so he go and buy it in the supermarket. He might need souvenirs, so he go to the souvenir shop. You know, maybe a girl need a bikini. She will go to Lu, the bikini girl from Brazil. She's a friend of mine. And yeah, they might go, they want to eat vegetarian. They will go to Café de la Suerte. Some other Israeli friends I have, cafe. They want to eat Italian. They go to La Pina. Far a bit from the, you know, there's gonna be, they want to stay in the place. There's no accommodation in my place. They will go to other places, you know, and that's how it is. So everybody who bring any kind of tourism aspect to the town and bring some people into the town is actually contributing to the financial situation of the town. Now, I've been surfing for 45 years, having a surf camps and surf schools for over 20 years. This is my profession, I'm sorry to bother you. And not only that, I've been surfing all over the world, including being an Israeli national champion twice and a member of the national team when I was 17 and 18, and later competing in California and in Europe. I even competed in Nazareth, reached the final, but before they found it's a big wave place. And many places, special places like Fiji, Cloudbreak, Super Tubes in South Africa, J-Bay, Super Tubes in Portugal, Sunset in Hawaii, Waimea Bay, 30-foot, 10-meter waves in Waimea Bay, 15-foot pipeline, only the bonsai, don't go to the back door, it's too crazy, because I'm a goofy. And yeah, many spots around the world, you know, Spain, France, Portugal, Mauritius, Reunion, Okinawa, Japan, China, Maldives, tons of places, you know, almost all over the world, all the 3 oceans, and 45 years of high intense experience of surfing. And I can bring knowledge to the people who surf, not only knowledge about how to do a maneuver, but many things, stories, experiences, things that can contribute to the kids. And with me there's a team of instructors who are local instructors who are going to teach the kids. So I don't understand why there's so much hostile and so much negativity towards somebody who wants to just do good. Anyway, I was pretty shocked that last week they put on Facebook and Instagram some posts that if I do it, if I try, I'm going to die. They want to kill me. Not only it's a legal offense, but you can go to jail in other countries. If you do it in Singapore, you will be in jail by now. But this is Costa Rica. Until you kill anyone, they don't do anything, unfortunately. But I mean, the girl has been threatened to be raped. The police can't do shit. After she's been raped, then they will go and try to arrest the guy who raped her. So, you know, after they kill you, they will go and try to arrest you. So this is a bit hard. But, you know, there's a famous story about the Israeli guy, almost 15 years ago, Arno Zaid, who came from Israel. He was a national champion. He's younger than me in a few years. And he came to Hako, which is a big surf town, and he opened the first surf school. Nobody knew what he's doing, right? And later he got messed with some locals, and maybe he did some shit with drugs and some mafia shit. But actually, as I know, it's not exactly that the reason. But he messed up with some of the locals, and one day they shoot him and kill him. Now, what good do you get out of it? I mean, there are still a lot of surf schools in Hako. Hako became the biggest surf town one of the biggest surf towns in Costa Rica. There's tons of tourists there. It's a tourist attraction. There's a few Israeli guys who have some hostels there, you know, cabinas. They're very famous. There are a lot of people coming to them. They help to lift up the tourism there and bring more customers to the place. Every tourist who come to Costa Rica contribute to the economy, to the financial situation of the people, more work, and it's only benefit the locals. Pavones was a small place before they found out it was a secret spot. Not anymore. Everybody knows about Pavones. It's a famous spot. It's going to be a surf town. There's no roads. There's no medical services. Yesterday they shot a horse in the town somewhere in one of the farms because he had a problem in his legs and it was too expensive to bring a vet to cure him. So they had to shoot him because the vet can come only twice a month and he's far and it's going to be too expensive and the horse might not make it and the horse cannot work anymore. They decided to kill the horse. I don't know exactly the story about the horse, whether he was had a chance to survive it or not, but I guess that if it's your horse and you love your horse, you wouldn't shoot him so fast. You would bring a vet and try to treat your horse, which can be like your son or your kid. If you love animals, you know how animals are important to humans. You will be able to cure. There's tons of cats and dogs and other pets that are living around human in houses, and if something bad happened, like 3 weeks ago, one dog was bitten by a snake. Luckily, they managed to save him, but without the vet, just with the. They gave him some injection and they used some material against the snake. But you have to understand that there's no doctor in Pavones. Now, I calculated the traffic in Pavones. There's over 500,000 people moving in and out into the town in Pavones. It's not a joke. You know, 500,000 people, that's a lot of people. And they need a doctor if something bad happens. And the nearest doctor is like 35 to 45 minutes drive from the town. And it's not a village anymore, and it's not a little, you know, a place in nowhere. No, this is right now a surf town with lots of people coming, tourists, workers, suppliers. There's more businesses, there's more food going in and out, services, internet, water installation, electric installation, lots of construction going on. There's a lot of stuff, and Pavones become also expensive in real estate. You know, the Point, they have the project The Point, you know, and an apartment of 50 square meter costs over $500,000. So Pavones is not cheap anymore, and it's no longer a secret spot. So guys, I've been in the water one day, one of the local came, and he started to shout at all the tourists, "Get out of here, you're not supposed to surf here, this is our local place." He forget it, all those tourism bring money to the place. And yeah, I'm not saying they should take other people's wave, dropping and stuff, no. But if you surf in a spot and you want to surf the place, respect the local, respect the guy who in the lineup, respect the rules of the point. If you waited for a long time and it's your turn to take the wave, nobody should come and, you know, come behind you and grab the waves or drop in on you. No, you have to respect the locals, you have to respect the rules, and you have to respect whoever surfed there. And there are rules in surfing, and it doesn't matter who you are, whether you are local or whether you're a tourist. If you're a surfer, you're a surfer, and you have the right to surf in any wave everywhere in the world. And the waves and the ocean belong to everybody. It's not belong to anyone. Nobody have ownership on the ocean. I'm sorry to say that. And I've been surfing in many special spots, including Cloud Break in Fiji, where you have to pay to surf. I didn't pay, but you have to pay to surf. You have to stay, I mean, in a resort. Nowadays it's open, so everybody can surf in the ocean and come with a boat or anything, so nobody can control the ocean anymore. And Pavones is not, you know, a little resort in Maldives that there's no access to the wave only by the resorts, for example. But even in Louis Fushi, which is a lot of people go there and pay a lot of money, like over $100 to $200 a night, full board, and they surf, they eat, they sleep. But other people can come from other places on a boat, and they can surf the wave. They can't stay on the island, but they can surf the wave. So the ocean belongs to everyone, and there's nobody can claim that this wave belongs to him or to other person, and there's nobody have a right on the waves. So as long as everybody comes and do things legally and safely and contributing to the community, you shouldn't be so hostile. Anyway, I hope this will pass and we can move on with nice, good feeling and good energy and help the kids to learn surfing and enjoy. And yeah, this is what I got to say about this topic. And I want to turn the camera. I'm driving to San Jose. It's a very nice view, a bit foggy and rainy, but you probably enjoy the view more than you enjoy watching me. Especially that I have to watch the road and I have to concentrate on the driving. Okay, so hold on and let's get into it. Okay, we are back. As you can see, it's about 4:36 in the afternoon, Costa Rica time, and it's raining. It's a bit foggy. It's a 2-lane street. That means the cars going in front of us. It's pretty dangerous. You have to be super concentrated, and I prefer to watch the road and you can enjoy the view while I'm talking. Sorry about the wipers, it might be bugging you a bit. If you don't like the view, just put it aside and just listen to the message, because the message is what's important, not the view. But it's nice to watch also what's happening in front of you. And if you like tropical view, then you can enjoy it. One of the nice things about Costa Rica is when the weather becomes a bit cloudy, you can see the clouds among the mountains. Very beautiful sight, kind of mystic and romantic, whatever. And for me, I mentioned it many times already, green is my favorite color, so every time I drive and see all that green, it fills me up with happiness, hope. And the reason is because it's growing. See, when you look at the green, you see the growth. Life goes on, and every day is a day. You need to struggle with the outcomes. And one important thing I want to talk about is the progress. As I'm teaching martial arts, sometimes I see a lot of students that are finding the training very hard. It's hard for them to control or to confront their weaknesses. You see, everybody have a weakness. Nobody is invisible. Nobody is superhuman. You can be super strong, but maybe you're not balanced. You can be super balanced, maybe super flexible, but maybe you're not super strong. You can be maybe all of them, but maybe your coordination is sucks. You know, maybe you don't understand the rhythm of fighting and the strategy of life. Maybe you're super friendly, but you can't find a real friend. Maybe you like to be with only few people, and you find yourself rejected by the society. Maybe you misunderstood. Maybe you're great and everything is good for you. I don't know. So there's a lot of things that are happening to everybody. The whole thing is that in order to progress in your life, in every subject of your life, every field, whether it's family, friends, you know, there are different cycles in life. Around your life, you have different cycles. So you have your close family members, the one that you're born with, you know, your brother and sister, your parents, your grandpa and grandma. Then the father circle, which is all the aunts, all the relatives. And then you have your cycle of friends. And in friends, you have different type of friends, right? You have those friends that you've been since childhood. Some of them are really close friends. Then you have those people that you know that you're friendly with. Sometimes some of them you are having fun. Some of the time, some you're going out. Some you talk about different things. Some you do some sports together. Some you play chess together. Whatever. Some kind of activity. Some of them maybe you just walk. Maybe you have some intellectual friends. And then some partners. Maybe you have some girlfriends. You just talk for fun. Maybe you have boyfriends. You know, if you're a woman, and gay friends, whatever, right? So all of us have different cycles of things around us. Then you have your career, your profession, or your studies, depending how old are you and where you are at in life. Then you have your assets, you have maybe your kids, or your grandchild. So in terms of relationship, it's not always easy to sustain a relationship, and you're not always be able to control what's happening, because you can only control two things in your life. One is your thoughts, and not always, because sometimes your thoughts are controlling you. They come to you in different shapes and ways, and you don't really understand what's happening, why they're coming this way. But you can try to control the way you think, not always, but mostly you can control your deeds, what you're doing, or what you're saying. You have control of that. But the rest, you don't have any control. You don't have control of what other people think. You don't have control of what other people do. You don't have control of the weather, the economy, the politics. And when you realize that you don't have so much control, and you learn to live with it in peace, then your life can be good. The problem is that some people think that they have the right to control others. And the most important is that because there are some people like that, some of them even control the whole world, you need to be strong enough so you won't need so you will be able to protect yourself and not let anybody control you whatsoever. And this is not an easy thing because some people have control on certain fields and they can affect your life and they can affect your business, your relationship, and the freedom of doing things. So you have to free yourself from all those controlling forces that come to you. And it's very important to understand how things work, how to make sure that you won't be controlled and you'll be free. Even your customer control you because if you don't give a good job or provide a good service, they don't come to you. They don't come to you, you don't get money. You don't get money, you cannot eat in the supermarket. You see, eating nowadays is like the hunt. If you make enough money, that means you hunt well. If you don't make enough money, that means your hunting sucks and you might won't have food at the end of the day. So when you go to the jungle to hunt and you get nothing, you come home hungry. Not only that you put a lot of energy in trying to get something, but if you missed, you couldn't find, you go back, there's no food. You're going to be hungry until the next time you will be able to hunt something. Or collect some fruits from the trees or some plants that can feed you or whatever. In this life, you must understand the rhythm of things and the pace and the cycle and the mentality and the psychology that would stay behind things that happens in this world. If you don't understand that, it puts you in a lot of stress and it puts you in a very hard situation that you're not sure how to confront a certain situation that comes to you. The more you live, the more experience you have because you've been confronted all different situations in maybe a different shape and different style, but the same principle. So when you get into a situation like that, stay calm, step back, breathe. Sorry about that. Oh my God, I almost broke my car. There was a big hole in the ground. It just smashed my whip. Just hope the wheel, I don't have an air flare. Luckily this truck is new and luckily the chassis is pretty strong, I hope. Wow, that was a bad one. That was a bad hole in the ground. I couldn't see that. So after talking about all that, how you actually find a way to confront those situations and how you train yourself in case this is a new situation that you're not used to. How do you train yourself to be ready for some of the outcomes that might come to you and strike you? Like I know that the prices are rising big time. And I know that I'm in a new country with no work. Hardly no work. No work at all actually. I don't make even $1 in Costa Rica at the moment. But I'm planning and I'm pushing and I'm opening things, I'm trying to open doors to create opportunities. I might won't be able to because of people who are afraid of me coming into the market or they just don't want me there because they don't want more competition. They think that somebody will take some of their portion of profit, which is not going to be, but unfortunately that's all they see right now. And of course it takes longer time to find a job or to get some work, but I'm trying to get all kind of opportunities. It won't be specified now because it's always not good to give your opponent knowledge up front, as we can say. So I always say that it's better to do and let the doing talk for you, you know, instead of you talking about what you're going to do. So of course I had no choice but to promote my surf camp, and then everybody know what I'm going to do. But if I don't promote, I won't get any students, so I have to promote. But before I promoted, I didn't say anything, and I'm already here like 3 months, and I've been working on this project already 2 months before I even started to promote. Almost the minute I started, I let it on in Costa Rica, I already started planning and start to do steps already. and started to build it. And it takes time to build a surf camp and to build even a pretty small project like that. But it takes effort, promotion, getting the flyers, equipment, licenses, opening a company, a lot of stuff. Getting a car, place to stay, a base to work from, settle all those technical parts that need to be taken care of. Just like any other business that you open. And that's a pretty small business because it's very seasonal. It's only like for 2 weeks activity. It's not like I'm opening like a business for every day working. But it can give opportunity for the future. And then some other things that I always say that it's good to spread your eggs in few baskets. So when you have, when you see a crisis coming, and there's a crisis coming in the world, I don't know if everybody can see it, but it's pretty obvious. And everybody have to be prepared because the crisis is coming. If the price of the gas, I drive a diesel car, never mind, but the gas also rise up even more. If the price of the gas already raised in also almost 40% more in 3 months only, that means in about a half a year, probably the gas price will double itself. It will be 100% more than the original price half a year ago. That's crazy. That's a crazy raise up in such a short time. And that means that everything will be expensive. The food, the gas, the utilities, the cost of living will be terrible. And in no time, in about a year, it will maybe triple itself. And if nothing gonna happen and stop it somehow, it can increase to a point that people won't have food to eat. And that's not a joke. And then what happen in a situation like that some bad stuff happening, crime, drugs, prostitution, trafficking, alcoholism, family violence, tons of bad stuff happening when there's a big crisis, and anarchy, of course. And there's more danger to human life, and also human life become less precious and and it's very vulnerable. So you have to protect yourself, and you have to be ready for all those outcomes, because you don't know if some burglar to get into your house and steal all your things in the house, or somebody hack into your bank account, or the banks suddenly take all your money and say, hey, I'm sorry, we need the money, otherwise we are bankrupt. And that happened too in the past. And last year in Singapore, my wife's bank account was hacked by some hackers from England, and they hacked about 60 accounts, and they stole $35,000 from her account. Luckily, the bank, gave her money back, but it could be a situation that she will never see the money. And there's many stories of other things that can happen. Now the question is how you get ready, and how you can become more strong and more ready for a situation like that, for one of the scenarios that I just mentioned that can happen to you, unfortunately, or to your family members. I just talked to some girls from Thailand, and she's a farmer. I mean, her family, they are farmers, and she actually she finished university, she had a degree, but the family needed her help, and she went to work in the rice field, banana fields, coconut fields, and all kind of agriculture, growth. And she works in the field. She's a very gentle girl. I mean, like you see her, you say, how can she work? So she's helping a little bit on the field, and mainly with all the business side, money transactions, suppliers, selling the goods, calculating, accounting, and stuff like that. So she don't have to work too much physical, because she's a very gentle girl. She's not young anymore. But one of her family members, her cousin, got COVID, and then another one got COVID, and then almost all the farm got COVID. One of her family members just died a week ago, or a few days ago, from COVID. It's not a joke. things can happen to everybody. So let's get back to the question. What can you do about it? And how can you prepare? All right. So I started to talk about the baskets. First of all, when you see a situation like that, you don't continue to live the way you lived before. This is my suggestion to you. You don't have to do it if you don't want, but if you are living on a small budget and your life is pretty tight already, you got to make it even tighter. No choice. Be modest. Lower your nose, lower your head, and live super modest. Start to live much modest. And make sure you live less than your income. So you can start to save some money on the side. Because the bad days haven't arrived yet, but they are very near. They are here to come. So you got to learn how to live super cheap. That's one thing. And at least once a week, give yourself a little bonus. It can be an ice cream even. It can be a popcorn. It can be a pizza. It can be a burger. It can be a nice drink. I don't know if you like to smoke. Maybe one cigarette. Maybe a nice beer. You can treat yourself with something small if you're super rich.
In front 1 kilometers. Turn left on Route 34, Costa Rica, sir.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. I will do that. Thank you. Yeah, this is the way. It's good to have some information. Oh yeah, there's a big intersection on the way. So one way is to cut your expenses and live more modest. And if you are a person who go to restaurants every day and sit in high-end cafes, well, go a bit less. Maybe you lower your expenses and go to more cheap places. If you're buying jewelry every day and spend thousands of dollars, maybe you buy less jewelry. If you go to see movies 3-4 times a week in a cinema, because that's what you like to do, then you go and watch less. So you got to cut your expenses. This is number one. And prepare to live more modest. Number two, you have to see how you can expand your income streams and try to spread your eggs in few baskets. That means you don't want to have only one source of income that you depend on, because tomorrow maybe that job is gone. Maybe those customers are not coming anymore. Or maybe the situation in the world created such a thing that people don't want to pay for those services that you're giving. So you got to think of something that you can do that even in high crisis will still have value. I can give you an example. My Singapore wife had a cafe, a small traditional cafe that doesn't make a lot of money actually, but just sustain, but pays the rent and pay a few expenses. And when COVID hit Singapore, all the malls, all the retail shops, everything got closed. But the only thing that kept on working was actually food businesses. So they can provide food, and you couldn't have any hosts, but you could do takeaway, drop at the place and take the order and go. Food businesses sustain themselves through the hardest time of COVID because people need to eat. For example, in Singapore, people don't cook so much at home. They are used to eat outside. And a lot of people making enough money so they don't have, and they travel a lot, but they couldn't travel. So they spend their money inside the country. So local businesses who did something that is regarded as beneficial to the society or vital to society, then they kept on working and people were able to continue their services to the public and sustain their life, Some even opened new businesses and some even succeeded more than before because the demand for certain needs were higher. We had a friend that he opened a company for masks. Just when COVID started, he rushed and he opened the first company in Singapore for protection masks, for surgery masks. So everybody can buy the mask and then sanitizer and all kind of stuff, all kind of products for COVID that everybody needs. And he made it to the news and become even like a national hero for a time, even though the company actually, after a while, he had to close it down and sold it off. because it wasn't profitable anymore. But at that time, he made some bucks, and he made some titles in the news. And yeah, he was helping the community or the whole country, right? And he made money also. That's how you know a crisis equal opportunity. Another things that you can do when you see such a bad time coming, you can think about how you can expand your knowledge. Maybe you can, this is an interesting bridge. There's a lot of alligator down there. You don't want to go down this bridge.
Turn left on Route 34, Costa Rica, sir.
Okay, man, I will. There's another bridge, very famous one. I don't remember the name, but there's so many alligators. One guy went down when he was drunk, and an alligator just ate him alive. It's a very sad story. So there's alligators.
Turn left on Route 34, Costa Rica, sir.
You know, crocodiles in Costa Rica. There's a lot of poisonous snakes, scorpions, spiders, poisonous frogs. Yes, the most poisonous frogs live in Costa Rica. There's a frog that you can touch. If you touch it, you can get to the hospital and maybe die in half an hour. Hold on, let me stop here for a minute. I'm gonna buy this special fruit. This is a special fruit. I forgot the name. I will ask them, and I'll show you. Okay, so this is the fruit. It's called momoncino. Momong, I think, something like that. Inside, it's like a lychee. It's super tasty, and yeah, I love it. That's life. Let's go back to the road. The rain stopped a bit nicely. So you can see I'm on the way to UVITA, and there's still some little bit of rain and a little bit of fog from the aircon. Another thing you can do is you can expand your knowledge. Try to think what is something that you can do and you can like to do that can give you another income, another source of income in hard situations. And something that you can develop without investing a lot of money. That means you don't need to, put too much money into it, but you can still make it, and you can still start some kind of a business that doesn't require a lot of investment, maybe time, but not financial investment, because you're already going to struggle with it in the coming future, and it will be hard. So that's another fact that you got to take under consideration, that you might want to invest time in learning another skill, another profession, another way to make more hunt and more profit, so your life can be easier. It's not nice to say, but money runs the world, and it's true. It's not everything, and it's not the most important thing, because you can get love, friendship, it can help you with the health actually, but there's many things that you can't buy with money. But money can really help you to have a more comfortable, easy, and safer life, and keep you away from many troubles that can come along the way when you have no money. Also, money can help with relationship, because when there's a lot of hard financial situations, it affects the relationship between couples, husband and wife, people who live together and depend on each other, and the economic situation can put a lot of stress on oneself and on the relationship as well. So when you have enough income and stability, it gives you much more confidence to do more things, and all your focus is not into the survival mode, because when you don't have money, you're in survival mode, and when you're in a survival mode, you are fighting, and you're not fighting for a trophy, you're fighting for your life, which is not a great thing. With all the respect, it sucks to be broke. I can tell you that. I've been broke many times. It sucks. And it's better to have something in your pocket. I'm not a rich man, but thank God I managed to sustain myself very modestly, but at least I live upon my expenses. And I know that Costa Rica is going to be very hard, especially in the coming future. And I'm getting ready for it. I know. Not only I have problem getting a job or making a business here, there's a lot of competition in everything that I do. And everybody feels the competition because everybody feels the stress of the money. So everybody will try to prevent me from doing anything that they feel that might hurt them. The truth is that I'm not trying to compete with anyone, and I'm not trying to take any people's job. I'm coming with some new ideas and some new way to make money. But the true fact is that people can see or feel some kind of a threat or competition from that side, and then they become very aggressive toward it. I can understand that. I'm sorry that this is the way, because I have no intention to do that. And I have different thoughts and different ways to bring more income to me and bring more help to the community and bring services, and I have some idea how to bring more people into the town as well when we're talking about Pavones. But I'm also at the same time looking at the global market and think to myself, what can I do, what kind of a value I have that I can bring to the global market and contribute from my knowledge to a global market without being attached to a place. That means I can work from my phone and my laptop, and I just need a bank account and a credit card, and I can live everywhere in the world regardless of his financial state in one spot, or regardless of my position in the world. That means I can live anywhere I want and make income in another place. Now everybody wants to have that financial freedom or that freedom of act, but it's not easy. And right now I don't do it much, but I'm thinking of how can I do it. The more you think and the more you do, the more you act toward it, it will come. It's a process. It's not going to come right away. It will take time. You know, things not happening in a day. And exits and big booms, money, you know, it's not in one day. And big successes don't come in one day, but they come with little steps. And every day you do one step at a time, and you put one block at your foundation and make sure that block stands well. The columns of your foundation won't drop on every little shake of the market, of the earth, of the mood, whatever, right? You can see the weather, pretty rough. I don't know about this guy, he just went surfing, I don't know what for. I hope he doesn't have that rain on his head. I hope I'll come there, it won't be that rainy, because I need to check some boards. And I'm still very far. I think I'm like 3 hours away from San Jose. I haven't even booked a place to sleep. So I don't sleep outside, and I have a place to stay at night. I don't want to sleep in my car. It's not really convenient. There's no way to sleep in the car. I don't have even a sunroof, so I have to open a window, and then the rain goes in, and then, yeah. Bad scenario. I've slept in this car already twice or 3 times. It was terrible, I can tell you. I really wanted to have a station wagon or a car that I have a roof fan. Didn't happen eventually, and unfortunately the weather doesn't look good at all. And UVITA also is pretty expensive. It's not cheap over there, as far as I remember. It's a very strong tourist town. I might need to stay there and get a cabin over there, but I really don't want to. I want to reach San Jose tonight, because tomorrow at 9 o'clock I have a meeting with the architect, and I have to get there on time. We said that meeting like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. There's no way I'm going to miss it. Unfortunately, I had to go to the bank and set up an account, a business account. Yeah, this is life. And now the weather is super bad. I know you don't see much. Let me turn the camera so you can see me. Maybe it's been better. So that's how it is, guys. Life goes on. One day it's sunny, one day it's rainy. One day it's easy, one day it's hard. You have to develop a tough skin, crocodile skin, you know? It's not easy, I can tell you. It's easy to talk about it, it's not easy to really make it. I can say, oh, I'm strong. Oh, there's a police here. I can deal with everything, I fight everything, ta ta ta. It's not exactly there, you know? It's hard. When you get threat on social media that people want to take your life away because you're trying to do some business, a new business. Surfing. I'm not talking about even, I'm not Elon Musk, or some hotshot celebrity who do something and everybody's against it. Hey, I'm just a surfer who want to do a little business. And I got such a response, they want to kill me. For what? We're trying to teach kids how to surf? Local kids with low cost? Are you kidding me or what? So the first 2 days I was pretty shaken. I couldn't sleep the whole night. And yeah, it affected me. Yeah, I do martial arts, I know how to defend myself, but this is really irritating. And I had to go to the police and report it, and yeah, the whole fucking thing. Because who knows, right? Tomorrow the guy could come with a gun and just shoot me because he don't like me. So what is it? And there was racism inside. Yeah, you Israelis, don't come here and do whatever you want. This is not Santa Teresa. Santa Teresa is another spot in Costa Rica that there's a big community of Israelis, and they control the whole town. They make a big tourist place, a lot of businesses, and I heard they rent one night in a boutique hotel for $6,000 American dollar for a night. Can you imagine? It's crazy. It's probably a beautiful hotel, but $6,000 is a lot of money. You can feed 3-4 families with this money in some places, or more. Yeah, so not a joke. So you got to develop tough spirit, tough skin. Although you have the fears inside, although you have the worries inside, although you have frustration, stress, you have to calm yourself down, breathe through your nose, breathe out through your mouth, take the energy of the universe, get everything under proportion, understand that it's not the end of the world, you will be able to sustain it, you will be able to protect yourself, you will be able to resist it. It won't be easy, it won't be comfortable, it won't be fun, you don't want it, you don't ask for it, but it comes. You did something, there's consequences, it's a lesson. Maybe I should have done it different, maybe I should, I don't know, maybe I should talk to the right people before I did it. I don't know, maybe I should do things differently. I don't know exactly what should I do, what I did wrong, and whether it was a good decision or whether it's a good move or not, because I'm not sure about the consequences yet. But definitely it's irritating, and definitely it's hard, and definitely it's not fun. So I know that I made something wrong maybe, and I have to learn for the next time how to do things more carefully and smartly, not to attract such fire. But I wasn't sure what to do, honestly. So I did what I did, and yeah, now I'm bearing the consequences and I'm dealing with it. And I hope I'll deal with it well. I'm not sure about the result. I don't think about the result, I'm just thinking about how to set everything that I'll be ready. I might won't have even one customer, and I might put all the money already, investment in equipment, publicity, time, gas, energy. But it's okay. It's an experience. And I will get something out of it for sure, because now a lot of people know about me, for good or bad. Some bad and some good. Because I was talking to a lot of people already, a lot of kids, education, schools, high schools, teachers, principals, things happening. Even one school invited me to teach English in the school. Yesterday I was teaching English in one of the schools, and I realized that in all those schools nobody can speak English, and they have English teachers, but the English teachers are actually locals, which are great, but those locals don't speak English so comfortably, so they don't speak with the ticos, they don't speak with their student English to a point where the student can speak English. So the student can't speak a word. I mean, maybe say, hi, my name is. And even I did a lesson for that for some grades. I think they were pretty young. They were like 3rd grade or 4th grade. And yeah, they had hard time saying, my name is, how are you, I am fine, and what is your name? And they managed to do that. But when we reach, where are you coming from, or where you come from, or where are you from? I'm from Costa Rica. Where do you live in Costa Rica? I live in Pavones. That was very hard for them already. And I tried to put them in couples and let them talk to each other. First of all, they were very shy, I must say. They're a very cute kid, very nice, and they're actually polite. They have good manners and gentle. But they were very shy. And then, even though we continue, they found it very hard to say those words. And I put everything on the board so they can read it. But it was hard also for them to read it. And then I was very surprised today when I went to a big high school and I talked to about 300 kids from all over the area. I know my competitor won't like to hear that. But guys, this is for the community. It's for you. And I hope you're going to join me and help me to teach all those kids in case they want to learn. If they don't want to learn, then what can I do? I just spend time and money and nothing going to happen. But I can tell you that now there is an awareness. And they know that there is possible for them. So they might want. And I hope that they want, and I hope that I have so many kids that I need to ask all of you from Pavones instructors to come and help me and make money with me. I don't make money, but at least you guys have work every day to teach those kids how to surf. I know it's not a lot of money for everybody, but at least a lot of kids will get into the business and that bring more business to the community. And don't forget, that's a local business. It's even stronger than a tourism business because you can get the local engaged in the industry of surfing in the little town of Pavones. Can you imagine how great it is? Yeah, you will have more locals in the water, yeah, in the lineup. I know you don't like that, but think about the business aspect of it. You will have more people surfing from Pavones, and maybe one day you will have a local kid from Pavones, from maybe a poor family or maybe a normal family, not a high-end family, not a rich family, that he can become a professional. And you can see that kid, how he become great in surfing, and you can see another kid who doesn't have a future and he goes to drugs, become a drug dealer or a criminal, unfortunately. So we'll do some other things and good things, but you can see the both directions. And we know about a few guys in Pavones that were very good surfers, but they didn't have the support to become pros or to become international level, and they went to drugs. And now they're dealing with drugs, their body is bad, they're not taking care of themselves, and their future is not good. Some of them go to jail once in a while. All kind of shit happened to them. It's bad, man. You don't want that. Yeah, so it's important to think about what can happen. We say you better be ready for the opportunity than have an opportunity and never be ready on time, or not be ready when it comes. So you create an opportunity and you must be ready for it. Wait, hold on, I think I missed the intersection. Hold on, please. I have a feeling that I missed it. Wait. Oh my God. Okay, no. Not yet. 20 more minutes. Alright, 20 more minutes to UVITA. Yeah, here, UVITA. 20 kilometers. Okay. I think it's more than 20 minutes because the rain is so bad. It's very harsh weather. And also the guys are putting his headlights. I can't see shit. Guys, oh, your lights. It's really irritating. Okay, let's go. There's another bridge. Let me show you. There's a lot of bridges in Costa Rica. Those bridges are better because they have, well, not so bad. Not so good, better. It's pretty rough. Those bridges have protection on the side, which is much better. But there's a lot of bridges in Costa Rica which are open bridges, like you drive on the road and suddenly there's a bridge. And you make a little mistake and you can find yourself in the river. It's not a joke. It's pretty scary. And those rivers are full of all kind of animals. And if you drop with your car 2 meters down or 3-4 meters down, not only you can forget about your car, you might forget about your life as well. Oh, I know this place. I've been here before. There's a nice office here of real estate that they built the house very beautifully. They had a very beautiful roof. I took a picture last time and I talked to the girl who worked here. It was a nice place. You look at the way they build the structure. I took some ideas for my new project in the future. And I also brought my car here, a rent-a-car. And then they brought me to the bus station. The weather is really severe. It looks much brighter on the camera actually than it really is. It's much darker outside. And you have to drive really slow. I'm driving like 50. I can't drive faster than that. And there's a lot of humidity in the car. Let me get some aircon. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. The life in Costa Rica is interesting. I lost a lot of weight already. I don't know how many kg, but I hope that I can see some of my pecs coming soon. I was cheating on the food in the past few days, and I haven't been surfing for a while because of my pain in the back, and also the waves weren't that great in the last week. But hopefully I'll get back to it soon as I can. And hopefully I will solve the issue with the new business. And I might be have to go to Singapore pretty soon because of a few things I can share with you in another day. And yeah, life goes on. And you got to make best use of what you got. You got to stay optimistic. You got to stay healthy. You got to stay strong. You got to keep hope, and you got to push forward every day. Write the things you got to do and go and do them one by one. And don't be afraid. Just go forward. Just push, progress. And that's what I wanted to say. When I started this vlog, I talk about the progress. I'm not, we say practice make perfect, but actually we say practice make progress. And progress progress is happening when you do things. Progress doesn't happen only when you sit there and look at the sky. No, you will make progress when you take action and do things. So when you want to see the progress, you can look back and see what are the things that you have done from the start, where you are now, what you're able to achieve during this period. And then you can see the curve of progress. Okay, I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 100 chores. Okay, I already completed 70 of them. Okay, so 70% of my chores have been completed. So I got 30 more chores. And once I finish all those chores, I'll be ready. And then we'll see what happens. Maybe my idea was wrong and I can't make it, but maybe it was so good that suddenly I will be blown out by the consequences and the result that will come, and there will be fruits for my work, and I can enjoy the fruits, and there will be a continuation, because once you build something, you can build something on top of it. So if you build a good foundation, and those foundations are strong and good, you can create a great building on top of those foundations, and that building can grow to something else, and you bring value to the people. Remember, you always want to make sure you bring value. You have to bring value. When you bring value, people want to get that value from you. And that value can lift your life. So it's very important to develop yourself. Don't stay on the spot. Learn, read books, listen to podcasting, listen to lectures, use your YouTube channel, use your audiobooks, read if you can. Buy something that can cultivate your mind, your spirit, your technique, maybe music, maybe art, maybe sport, no matter what it is. Cultivate your mind and cultivate your body. It's super important. Look at that, the rain just stopped and it's suddenly so beautiful. I mean, it doesn't stop, but it is enough, is a bit. So it's nice, and the road is very beautiful. You can see all that green. And we are heading into sunset, I don't know if I'll get to UVITA to the beach, and then you guys can see the big tail of the whale. I can share with you a picture from the internet, but I prefer to show you on real. Even though when you're on the land and you look into the ocean, you can see that, but it's not as spectacular as you view it from the sky, from a drone or from a plane or from from the mountain. If they take the picture from the mountain, you can see really how that tail is spread along the coastline, and it's so beautiful. Okay guys, we will finish that now, and I want to wish you really a good day, great success, hope, love, freedom, and hopefully that everything you want and wish for yourself will come true. And don't be afraid to do things. And by the way, all of you here who listen to this vlog, I know that not a lot of people listen to my vlogs at the moment. It's okay. But if you have any questions, remarks, you want to do, if you're interested in learning, I do one-on-one sessions, coaching, life coaching, and I can give you some ideas for your business, for your personal life, yeah, anything. If you're an athlete, if you're an artist, if you're a musician, everybody needs some support in certain ways and some knowledge how to elevate his craft into the next level. And I can try to help you with it as much as I can with the tools I have. And I've done a lot of things in those fields that I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with a lot of things right now and confront them, so I can help you. I have some experience to help you with, and I'm sure that I can contribute to your growth in different ways. And very soon, hopefully, once I finish my project here in Costa Rica, which is not very soon, I mean maybe a year, I'll be more free. I wanna create a platform with a website and all the social media and all that will be more developed and be more ready for teaching. So people who wants to engage in teaching and learning processes, how to reach a higher and a better way of life, both in your personal life, in your professional life, in your social life, and in your physical life. I mean physical training. Like I can help you with all that, and hopefully we can have a great time together. Okay guys, so before we finish, I don't know, I talked for a while and then I realized that my camera is not even working. So I want to tell you that any of you who wants to learn with me and to be coached by me in life coaching, motivational, I will encourage you, I will motivate you, I will help you to set up the plans, I will make sure you do your chores, I will sit on your head when I need to, I will guide you, I will explain you, I will support you, and I do private sessions on Zoom. We can set time and date. It's not expensive. You can do it. If you have a few guys, people with you who wants to do like a group session, we can do that too. Whether it's an emotional thing, whether it's a financial thing, whether it's relationship, family matters, personal development, all those fields, trauma, problem unsolved, despair. Hey guys, don't kill yourself. I'm here for you. I'm waiting for you. Call me. We're gonna talk. Everything will be all right. I'm gonna help you out. You're gonna get out of this, of the mess you're at, and you're gonna get strong. Let me share with you a small story. But before that, I wanted you to see something. This truck that you see here, that you can't really see much, is a brand new truck. 2022. Brand new, 3 months on the road. I'm driving a brand new car. And I work hard to save the money for it. I didn't get it for free. And not only that, I managed to pay all my bills to my ex-wife. I have no child support forever. I don't owe anybody anything. And I'm going to build a new house. And I'm building a business. And yesterday I was teaching kids for free. It's okay. And I teach some students around the world martial arts, and do some motivational speaking and guiding people, and it's possible. And I remember
Onto 1 kilometers. Turn left.
Oh, good. 1 kilometer, I have to turn left. So we got to finish it quick. And I want to thank Les Brown, the great motivational speaker from Miami. Thank you, Les. I met him in Singapore. I have a picture with him I'll share with you. I'll put it here in this video so you can see. And Les Brown said, it's possible. And I said, are you sure? And he said, it's possible. But that means that I say it's possible, doesn't mean that it's going to happen one day. But it's possible. And if it's possible in your mind, it's possible. And I believe it. And damn it is. It's possible. And now I make it. And I was so low, so down. I tried to suicide 4 times. 3 times I tried to bang my car in a high speed into a wall. And 1 time I tried to hang myself. I told you the story, maybe if not, I'll tell you another time. But I'm still here. And it's possible. And I couldn't see the light. Guys, I couldn't see the fucking light. I was in despair. I was frustrated. I was desperate. I was, how do you say that? I lost myself. I wasn't there. You know? I wasn't living the life. I felt like a zombie. I felt like a ghost. I felt like I'm not existing. I felt like I have no spot in this world anymore. I was so frustrated. I was so down. And I wanted to die. I didn't want to live anymore. It's not a joke. I had no hope whatsoever in anything. And I heard Les Brown say it's possible. And time will do its share and you will see. And life will be better. But you have to keep on going. And he said, when you knock down, you better fall on your back, because if you look up, you can get up. You got combat power. I remember those words just like yesterday. And it's true. And I said, fuck that. I'm landing on my back. I break one on the back, and I look up so I can get up. And I got up, and I fight. And not only did I fight, I got out of the situation. I couldn't get out of the country. I had a restrict order. I had a girlfriend, I couldn't see her. I had kids. When I tried to see them, the mother take them away. Sometimes don't let me see them because I was late for half an hour. I had to bring the police to get them out. Sometimes I don't get them at all. She shut everything down and blocked their house, and I cannot get into the house, because if I get to the house, I'm cross-passing. So, hey, trespassing, cross-passing, whatever. Getting into unwanted territory. The police can get you in jail if you get into the territory. Yeah, she put a strict order like that as well. So crazy. Yeah, all kind of shit. So, I didn't see the light. I wanted to finish my life, trust me. But I hear those words, and those words gave me hope, power, and motivation, and hope. And courage, and guts. And I went and I fight in court by myself without a lawyer. When she was represented in one of the top 10 best lawyers in the country offices, and I was representing myself in court, trying to fight without any knowledge, against all odds, as we say. Wait, let me see what's happening here. I don't know where I am. And I managed to get out of it. Here I am, driving a brand new car, fucking Costa Rica. Beautiful Costa Rica. Oh, this is a beautiful sight. Let me show you again. Yeah, look at that view. The view is beautiful. The rain stopped. I can lower the visher, no need anymore. I can lower the aircon, open the windows a bit. It's going to be a bit noisy. But I need to get the cold out. And yeah, it's possible. You don't see it now. You can't see it. You can't see it's possible. Everything's so dark. Everything's so blur, everything's so gray, everything's so hard. You're in despair, you're frustrated, you're down, you've been knocked out, you have no money, you can't see your kids, your parents died, something happened to your body, something happened to your brain, something happened to your mood, your business finished, you broke it, you're bankrupt, whatever. You know, your girlfriend left you, your wife left you, your partner cheated on you, I don't know what, something bad happened to you. And you can't see anything. You cannot see anything that's happening for you. Everything goes wrong, everything goes bad, everything is black. And you have no hope. And you don't know what to do. You know? Sorry about that. There's no rain, but it's cold in the car. I get that steams on my windshield. Yeah, I put one like that. Okay, sorry. And you feel like there's no way out for you, and you're not gonna make it. And then you hear those words that I'm telling you here now, man. It's possible. I'm telling you, it's fucking possible. It's not only it's possible, it's gonna happen. You gotta believe. You gotta believe that this thing this thing will happen. Okay? You gotta believe it. Now don't believe me if you don't want, but look at me. Look at me.
In 300 meters.
I mean, you look at the road now. But I'm driving in fucking Costa Rica, Pura Vida land. This is a beautiful land, man. Playa UVITA. Playa UVITA means the beach of Uvita. How many people can drive now in a brand new car to the best, beautiful beach in one of the nicest beaches in the world, where people come from all over the world to watch the whales?
In 700 meters, turn left on Calle Playa Colonia, PN Marino Baena.
Well, thank you. I haven't been here. I've been here once, but I don't remember. The last time I've been here was in 2012. That was the last time I went to UVITA. I mean, the first time I came to Costa Rica, I went in here. I didn't surf here, but I went to the beach, and I wanted to see how it looks. And it was so beautiful. Oh, there's a beautiful tree here. I want you to see. Look at this tree. It looks like they cut the trees nicely. I don't know. They didn't cut it. It just, yeah, it looked like Japanese tree, huh? The way it cut. UVITA is a pretty well-developed tourist attraction. There's a lot of hotels. You can see here, nice cafe, tropical, beautiful. It's expensive, by the way. Tourism is pretty expensive here. Let me see the road, so I won't miss it. And
In 300 meters, turn left.
And it's pretty, and it's very developed. And yeah, it's like, it's nice. I want to show you on the ways. Watch this. Can you see that tail? You see the tail? You see that? This is the tail of the whale, and it's in the ocean. It's like a tail. It's pretty amazing. There's a lot of boats here because a lot of people go on a boat ride to watch the whales. It's a very, very big tourist attraction. And there's a lot of businesses here in this little town.
Turn left on Calle Playa Colonia, PN Marino Baena.
And there's road here. You know, in Pavones we don't have road. People don't understand that this will happen to Pavones in another 10, 15 years. They will make roads on every street.
Turn right, then turn right.
Wait, hold on, I have to turn right here. Everybody will have a proper road to drive, and people will have more opportunity to make business and to live a proper life. There will be more services. It will be more modern. Will be more tourism. You see, these are tourists. But the life will be safer. Less snakes, less spiders, no crocodiles, no puma, no jaguar. I mean, some people like that. I understand, but you know, if a puma come to your house and try to eat you, I wouldn't like like that, I don't think it's so great, right? Wait, let me see. Oh, there's a mistake. I made a mistake. What is this? So you want to have a more. Okay, we're gonna go make a little round. You can have a check on the view. This is a real tour in Costa Rica, local Costa Rica, right?
Turn right. Then turn right on Calle Playa Colonia, PN Marino Baena.
Okay, Marina Baena. We're coming. Let's go. So this is like a little market, mini market. Some locals. These are local people.
Turn right on Calle Playa Colonia, PN Marino Baena.
Okay, we're gonna turn. There's another local surfer. And a rickshaw guy. Interesting, right?
In 1.2 kilometers. Turn right.
Okay, we will. Don't worry. But I don't know where is it. Something is wrong here. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah. I need to drive this one. Okay, let's check it out. Yeah, so life is like that, you know, is changing, and there's things happening, and you got to go with the movement of the life. You see everywhere the surfboards. See here? What is there? Casa, row, surf rentals, skate, surfboards, bicycles, boogies. Okay. Costa Rica is a very big surf destination. There's a lot of surfing everywhere. There's a lot of coastline, and both on the Pacific and both on the Caribbean, and there's a lot of good surfers, by the way, and very good waves. So people come here, and the water is always warm and beautiful, so there's a lot of surfers coming from all over the world to surf here. You can see surfboards on the fences, signage. Surfing is like a signage, and it's a big industry of surfing everywhere. And yeah, it's a tropical land, and it can be rough. What's going on with me now? You know, the people who are rejecting my business and my existence, and yeah, it can happen. I know there's a guy, an American guy, that they post him on Facebook. I don't know, he doesn't agree to do something, they want him to do something or whatever, and they're trying to, you know, ban him and kick him away from the community. So it's very important. He's very gentle, and it can be very rough, you know, if you do something to piss off the locals, they can go hard on you, man. So you have to get along with the locals, you have to get along with the people around you, make sure they don't think you're trying to take something from them. And it's sensitive, and now when everything becoming so expensive, you know, it will be very hard. It will be like a fight, a struggle, and people are gonna get brutal. Surfboards for rent, cost that can be wrong. Okay, we're gonna turn right here with the road. I think we're heading to the beach. Well, there's one of those bridges you're gonna see in a minute. So we're heading to that bridge, and let's see what's happening here. Okay, this is a pretty decent bridge. They have some protectors on the sides, which is great. Usually, and you see UVITA have.
In 300 meters, turn right.
There's some boards here. Okay, so we are very close. 300 meter to the right. Let me see. I don't see that. There's a girl coming back from the ocean. Nice. Surfer girl. Okay. And yeah, this is how it is. So this is the real Costa Rica that you see now. It's a little surf town, very close to the shore. This guy have a place really close to the ocean. Wow. This is great. Next time I bring my boat to go surfing. But today I'm not doing it. I have still a long drive to San Jose in the night. I have to find a place to stay. Maybe I stay here. We'll see. So we're heading close to the beach. You can see. Okay. Wow, the guy have a place that's right on the beach. It's pretty awesome. But it's closed. Why is it closed? So what's going on here? When I come from the surfing. You can see the waves. See. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Take care. And with this Pura Vida and surfing site, surfers on the site. Okay, so I just got to. Sorry, I had to cut it off. I just got to the beach, and on that house on the right, there's a guy named Julian. He have a few boards for me for sale, so I'm gonna check it out, and yeah, maybe I'm gonna get some of his boards. It's old used boards, but hopefully I don't hit anything. Hopefully I can get something. Okay, that's good. And yeah, that's it. That's life. Oh, that's the house. Oh, he got a perfect position. My God. Don't tell me that's his house. No shit. All right.
You've arrived at your destination.
Hola, Julian. ¿Dónde, Julian? Ok, no problema. Está muy bonito locación, amigo. Ay, ay, ay. Está on the beach, ¿ah? Ah, perfecto, amigo. ¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está? Esta no la casa. ¿Esta casa? ¿O está la shower, el baño? Está la surfial para casa, ¿eh? Oh my God, this is good. Está muy bonito. Tú, Julian, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Está largo. Ay, yo. I managed. Man, you got the perfect.